everybody, welcome back to another video. I am Jen, and yes, I'm still in the middle of a 75 hard challenge. I'm gonna get into a little bit of how this week went, and if you could see by the title of this video, I wanna talk a little bit about the importance of having a baseline. And what I mean by that is like, what is your, kind of like either your bare minimum or what your expectations are for each day or, each week. If you are on, like me, a GLP-1 weight loss journey. So if you are new, I have been on a GLP-1. I started with Mounjaro all the way back in March of 2023 when it just started picking up a little bit of the popularity. I hate to use that term, but it kind of started picking up a little bit in mainstream conversations. And then insurance was covering it. And then about a year and a half into it, they decided not to anymore, so I am on compounded Tirzepatide through Orderly. But let's get right into, I want to say, the most important thing. If you are here to get what my numbers are in terms of weight loss, fat loss, etc. for this week, I do not have them. But don't click off of this video. Just hear me out. This week was probably by far one of the toughest weeks that I have had in ages. I can't even think of a tougher week. And that's why I want to describe this week that I just ended really as like how resilient I was. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about baseline. I'm going to talk about a lot of things that happened this week, where my thoughts are in regards to the 75 hard challenge. As I went into this week, it was a little bit close to week 4, I guess you could say. And kind of just what my thoughts are there. Am I going to continue with this challenge or not? No, I didn't fail it, but I have some thoughts around some things that happened this week. So let's get right into it. Talk about a tough week. And I knew it was going to be before I'd even started. I knew there was going to be from the work standpoint. I had 2 launches. I had a coworker on my team who was out on vacation. So I knew it was going to be one of those weeks where there was going to be a demand, a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of testing, a lot of just focus there. So like, I always put things in order of importance. It's me, my health, family, friends, work. And challenges, fun things that I'm doing don't fall into the me and health category. Like my baseline, which I'll talk about, that's me and my health. What I'm talking about with challenges, that's after work. I can't say to a coworker, hey guys, I'm going to be on at 9 because that's what time I usually log in because I like to have a workout in the morning. No, everything's crumbling. I'm online. I'm helping you. I'm part of the team. We got this. And that's what it was this entire week. This entire week was, I thought I was going to be able to go work out. I got pulled in another direction. Found a little bit of time maybe at lunch and I got out for my 45-minute walk. Then there was one morning I could go out for my 45-minute walk, but then I couldn't get a workout and my second workout in until like 7, 8 o'clock at night. And that was after, 12 plus hours of just computer work, staring at a screen. And this week was one of those weeks where as I was trying to tackle these launches and the 75 hard and just try to keep some sort of like sanity in this, that's why I wanted to use the term resilience, because I showed up each and every day and it was hard because my mind was telling me, why are you doing this? What is the point of this? Like this 45-minute walk you just did, you burned like 200 calories. Like, why did you have to do that? Like, you should be winding down and relaxing. You've had a really stressful day. All your numbers, like this is what's going on in my head. All your numbers are showing that your sleep is taking a hit. Your strain scores, it's like first thing in the morning, like you go for your walk and they're like, that's it, recover for the rest of the day. And you're like, well, I still have another workout and I got work to do and got, responsibilities. And so all like my lumen scores were tanking, 4s and 5s. My body is in a stressed state. And I kept thinking, why am I doing this when everything is screaming stop? And so I just kept showing up for myself, kept saying, just get through this week. Everything will be fine. And it was. So I'm shooting this on a Sunday and I'm still can say that I have tackled every single task of the 75 hard challenge. It was a struggle this week. And this morning, while I was out on my walk, I kept thinking about my baseline. What do I need to, I don't want to say survive, but what do I need to either continue to lose a little bit of weight to continue on my goal of fat loss, to continue improving myself, my health. What is it? And for me, it's all about healthy eating like 90% of the time, because I'm not gonna be 100%, I'm not perfect. And that's taken a lot for me to say I'm not perfect, because I really have that struggle where I tried perfection, everything I do. But it's that healthy eating, that's staying hydrated, that's keeping my stress at a minimum the best I can, even while I'm in stressful situations, especially at work, or thinking, am I gonna get this second workout in? I can't believe I'm going out for a walk and it's 7:30 at night type of thing. And it's also, just keeping my sleep at an optimal level. Like, those are my baseline things, from movement, which could either be a 45-minute walk or hitting a step, which I'm trying to hit 13,000, which I have been. And then it's also my strength training. My bare minimum weekly requirement right now is 3 strength training sessions a week. I overachieve when I get 4. So my baseline is that. It's healthy eating, it's hydration, it's focusing on sleep, it's keeping my stress down, and it's also just all about movement, getting my steps in, and just 3 minimum amount of 3 strength training sessions a week. And I kept thinking that is the ultimate plan for me. So why am I over here trying to do a 75 hard challenge? And I kept thinking of my why, because I do that all the time on other things. And I was like, why am I doing this? Well, I thought it was the right time, number 1. Number 2, I've always wanted to try to take it on, and then I failed it over a year ago. And I was like, what am I getting out of it? Well, it's to prove that I can do something for 75 days. Well, I proved I could be on a weight loss journey for 2.5 years and lose 90 pounds. This 70 days needs to be more impactful than just saying you did something for 75 days. And I know I set things around fat loss and, just showing up for myself. But these are all the things I thought about today. And I thought, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? I cannot believe that I was very overwhelmed last week with work, trying to just enjoy life and then do these tasks at hand. And I would have been thrilled last week if I still ate really well, still hydrated. Sleep was abysmal. Stress, I thought I did the best I could in that situation. It was just high impact emotions, a lot going on, a lot riding on this. And I tried to keep my stress at minimal and keep everybody under control. And I thought everything I did last week, I nailed it. Still did strength training, still got my steps in. Got my walking pad out because I cannot be sitting for 12 plus hours. And then here I am thinking, oh my God, I almost failed last week because I almost missed 2 out of I'm going to say Monday through Friday, 2 of the workouts that I needed to do. So Monday through Friday, let's just say I have 10 workouts. I almost missed 2 of them. And here I am thinking, God, I would have failed just because I didn't get in 2 workouts that would have been the second of the day. And so I think where I'm going with this. And so after giving it a lot of thought and thinking to myself, well, can you ride this out for another 40 plus days? Probably. But what is it going to do to my sleep that I've worked so hard to improve on? What is it going to do just to my mental state? This is a mental toughness challenge. I proved to myself how resilient I was and how I stuck to everything I needed to last week. But at what toll does it take? And it's as I'm walking, thinking to myself, instead of enjoying this 45-minute walk in the morning, I'm now thinking about, when am I going to get my second workout in? Am I going to be able to step away to make my lunch? All these things with this challenge were going through my head, oh my God, I'm staring at a screen, I'm going to be so tired. But I enjoy reading my book at night. But am I going to be so tired that I can't even do 10 pages of a book? There was moments where I even was going out for my walk in the morning and I was dragging, and I'm just constant thoughts in my head of the next instead of just being present. And I think that's when I said to myself, you did it. You did the best you could. You crushed last week. But maybe it is time to move on. Maybe it's time to move on from this old, competitive, wanting to do this 75 hard challenge for whatever reasons and say, you need to get back to your baseline. You need to get back to the things that are improving your health and nothing outrageous and overboard and going to be more detriment to your health than what, it should be. And so I've decided I'm stopping. I made the decision to stop. That's on me, and I'm okay with saying that I failed 75 hard twice. This one's different. This one is me taking a step back, and I even thought about, should I just downgrade it to like a 75 medium or 75 soft? Should I just ride out the next X amount of days with my baseline? I thought of all these different things, and I said, no, I just want to start anew, start afresh with my baseline, and just get up each day and enjoy yourself and not worry about if you can't get to the gym to do your upper body on Tuesday, you can get there on Wednesday and you just move that other Wednesday to say Thursday or Friday or Saturday. Like that's the flexibility that I need at this current state. In the role I have at work I'm doing 2 roles right now and just trying to enjoy the summer. Like I skipped going to the pool one day because I was like, I got to get this second workout in. And it's like, but I only have the pool for X amount of time. And what is this second workout really going to do? So long story short, resilience killed it this week, but guess what? It's time to end it. So I wanted to share that with you. I don't have any of my metrics because I was so stressed this week. My face was puffy. You could see it in my eyes. I just felt this whole week so run down that if I got on that scale, it was just going to hit me like a ton of bricks. And I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't mentally ready to see that I gained a pound or 2, even though I hit every single marker that I had. So I'm sorry I don't have those numbers for you. I will have them the next go around. It's essentially me taking a week off. I'll weigh in a couple days. Actually, I weigh in on Fridays. So my next update, I will be sure to update you all. But comment below if you think that I made the right decision. Because in my gut's telling me for the first time you are doing something right and you're not pushing yourself to the point where you're doing something that you're no longer going to enjoy. And so that's where I'm at right now. But that's my update for this past week. Oh my God, what a crazy week. But thank you so much for tuning into today's video. If you liked today's video, please just take a minute, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel because it's going to get fun now that I'm not so stressed with hitting these daily rules and I can get back to my baselines and enjoying the journey that I'm on. But I will see you in my next video. Bye.